Hello and welcome back to War of the Human Tanks, ALTeR, the second game. Few things. So firstly, I guess I finally noticed this. It was in my older Let's Plays because I went back and I checked, but when we're in the battle screen, the connect marker, blurry. The X's, something's a little bit off with them, and just everything seems a little bit too blurry for what it should be. Like, I see it fine, and I'm under the impression whenever I'm recording with Camtasia that everything's just automatically fine because it's supposed to record what I'm seeing. It's supposed to record my desktop as I see it, and not fuck with that at all. But apparently it's been doing that. Whether it's Camtasia or whether it's YouTube, I'll figure out later on today when I go to edit the first episode. I'm just going to try a couple of things, and if it is Camtasia, then I'll try to convert the MP4 into whatever Windows Movie Maker makes them into, so Windows Movie File, whatever that thing's called, and see if that helps. It might be a YouTube thing. It might be YouTube artifacting it oddly. It might be just because it's an MP4 format file and this game doesn't like that, like it's not receptive to that, or because I don't know. It's just a lot of weirdness. But this is like the only thing that records this game. Raps doesn't record this game, I don't think, at least. It didn't record the original games. I don't think it records this. I had it open the other day, so no, actually it doesn't record this. I did test that, so yeah. That's some good news right there, right? Fun times that I messed up an entire other Let's Play without even noticing it. To be fair, when I'm editing, I'm not like watching the screen, I'm just listening to the things. That's usually where the cues are. Okay. Yeah. So let's continue. I also checked if yes, the Bonsai Company, if they were still in like making games, because I mean, you know, I know this is localized by Fruit Bat Factory, but they still had to get permission from the original creators to then localize it, you know, and all that. So obviously someone's still checking the emails for the company at the very least. But I looked, and their last game was in, I guess, 2014, or last product, because I can't read any of the Japanese, because I'm not fluent in Japanese. I don't even know any Japanese. So yeah, it'd be kind of disappointing if they were like not making games anymore, because the War of the Human Tanks series, I feel, is one of the most unique games series like that I ever really played. It's like a Battleship, but it's like it's the rules of Battleship, but it's like on a grid system. It's fun. It's something you don't see. It's great. So, but they did have a game called Recycle Princess, and I hope that they just I hope that the whole story behind that game is just like, well, we need a princess. Let's just take this one from this kingdom and make it the princess in a new place. You know, that's what I hope that happened in the recycling game, because that would be great, but probably not what happened. So we're on Battle, 2, the first one, and we get to put tanks on the field. Now, I learned recently, in War of the Human Tanks, the original, that to see the developments, like the further developments on the tech tree, you have to actually make the new tank and the new modules. I'm assuming that's going to be in place here, and I'm gonna have to actually make things. So I better be paying attention to that. That's what I'm saying. And we also get to play with the with these units, the Imperial units, which really make no sense in their naming. There's the Leggings, there's L, there's Cookie, there's Pico Pico, there's Pata Pata, there's Yakko. That's about it. It's really it's really odd. It's really odd. It's just a very odd thing. You know? Very odd. Meanwhile, on the Empire side, you had things like the Tsubasa, the Sekigahara, the Himiko. Himiko was the final command tank. There was Nanako, I think, too. There were names that I don't know where they got their naming scheme from for the Empire tanks, but I mean, Himiko is a what is she? She's something in Japanese lore. I can't remember. I knew this at one point, but I've forgotten it now. She was never actually part of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms series. She shouldn't have been in the Kessen games. I don't know why she was, but there you go. Spoiled that crap for you. You know, Sekigahara was a battlefield, I believe, in where Takeda clan takes on Oda clan. I don't know what Tsubasa would be. I think I would have known at one point, but I've forgotten by now. But for, like, those names sort of seemed like they were based on actual things, you know? These names, I don't know if they would be. So, I don't know. It just, it's a weird change of pace from where there were names that, you know, you'd say them, you'd be like, oh, well, I kind of, that sounds like something I might know of. Maybe we've cracked the code to some extent. Now it's like, what the hell am I looking at? That's where we're on. That's where we are now. I also went back and played. I finished Ending 3, and in Ending 3, spoiler alerts. I've waited enough time. Ending 3, pretty much it was Shotaro beating the shit out of the Empire. Like, they wouldn't even be around by now, because Shotaro was elevated to the rank of General, which was the highest rank available. Like, it was higher than all three of the other guys, I believe, because it was higher than the old man and the other guy, two of the generals out of the three. And they both, and the old man and the other guy die. So it's like there's only one other general left, and he wasn't even good. So it's just 1v1. Shotaro wins, like, hands down. So I don't know. I don't think that that's the one that's used. I think it is Ending 4. That's the one that's used, because Ending 3 pretty much results in Shotaro destroying the entire empire single-handedly, because he directly indirectly causes two generals to die. So it's pretty great. Now that we're out of that thing, I'm going to why do we start with two different? We start with the second level of Shock Tank. Oh my god, did we do that in the first game? I wouldn't even know. Buying my assault team. Alrighty. I believe that we are prepared. Yeah, figured as much. Ruru is far superior to our other early game tanks. But we're putting her in the back because I didn't have enough money to buy leggings and get the other things that I want, so it was a problem. Put the elves on the flanks. That's where I want them. Spread our cookies out. You know, no one can have more than... Look, I can't make a catchy joke right now. It's just what's... Oh, man! Why couldn't they put one more thing on the right so I could have this in the center? Why do they gotta be like this? Alright, go that way. That's just rude. Yako! I like that name for some reason. I like that name a lot. Probably only because of Jakob. That is such an awesome name. Instead of Jacob, it's Jakob. It's such a cool version of the name. Everybody knows it to be true. Everybody. I would want to be called a Jakob rather than a Jacob. That'd be pretty swell. I think that we're just about ready. I am gonna make a save because I'm preparing to get my butt kicked. Yeah, let's go. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, they almost got me. I was like thinking, oh man, we're just going straight in. No, just like in the first game, they gotta stop you in the second battle too. Amazing. She built all these tanks in such a short time. Dot 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 dot. ALTeR, commencing battle. Roger. ALTeR. What do you need? Defeat as many enemies as you can. Why? All we have to do is take down the command tank to win, right? Your unit is lacking supplies, but HQ will send you more supplies if you take down more tanks. Ah, I see. It's the same as the first game. And when we do get more supplies, we can use them to develop more advanced tanks. Ruru. Roger! Moving out! God, I don't have the voices for this game. Yay! The unit I can't use is in the back. She goes first. Actually, I could use you. Nope. Nope, your recon sucks. Get out of my life. You're terrible. Take a random shot, because I already moved you. Nothing. Nothing was there. Okay. Oh, goodness. Well, I was gonna scout, but no scouting anymore. Right. Let's throw a recon up right there. Boop, boop. Enemy detected. Moving to engage. Enemy destroyed. No further problems detected. Oh, what? What? Where did they fire from? What kind of rubbish is this? Hey there. Is this the one that killed me? Friggin' Aobas. Aren't they a tier 2? I wouldn't actually know offhand, but I think they might be a tier 2. I can't use these until I know where an enemy might be located. Possibly there, or there. What's your range, leggings? Okay, and they shut there. I'll fire here. It's worth a volley. Not the one that I was aiming for, but good hit nonetheless. There is one around here somewhere. We just have to find it. It'll be forever lost to time, apparently. Good for me. If that's just going up the right side, I don't need to scout there. That was the wrong choice. It might have seemed like the right choice at that time, but that was actually the tank I had just moved, so... Haha! Joke's on you. That's what you get for being a jerk. Nothing there. Okay, well, moving up. I really feel like there's somebody near my spawn right now. But I can't be sure with these low visibility units. Crap, I just wasn't paying attention to that. Uh-oh. We're gonna get pistoled. Ow. That wasn't fair. She was right upon me. There's one right there, so... Oh. There's also one right here. Oh. Time to play the remembering game. I believe it was right there, but I didn't pay much attention. Long range fire. Let's set up and try to find that, if we can. There? No. Okay, well I'm gonna move in then. They're getting closer, and I don't like that. I really don't believe that she'd be there, so there's no point in firing, but I did it anyway. Instead of moving forward, I should actually probably move back to avoid getting this unit destroyed. But I want to go forward and engage. You know, in the original War of the Human Tanks, I have Hashiko so decked out right now. Hashiko's a murdering machine. Like, my first instinct with my main command tank nowadays is to charge, because murder ensues. Vast amounts of murder. I don't know where their assault, or their battery is, but I'm assuming it's further, like it'd have to be in the middle area now. It's firing on my spawn. Alright, you're moving down. You are getting closer. You fired here. I'm going to hazard a guess that you're back here. Oh, you're dead. Have you been to the Autobahn? Because it just effed you. That's a joke because it's apparently really hard to drive in the Autobahn if you're an American. Look, I never said I'd bring good jokes to the table. I'm going to make a Team Rocket reference in a little bit. Just be prepared for that. It's not gonna be good. 6,000 supplies. Yay! I'm gonna take my knee off my chest because it might be better for this. And also rearrange my seating position. The battle between the Royal Army and the Imperial Army ended as the sun began to set. Because that's dramatic. More so than if it ended while the sun was up high. Japan's Royal Army was the final line of defense. The operation to defend Minayahata Base was a success. So that was your plan from the very beginning? Of course! There's no way I would be fooled by the enemy. I figured you would scramble to the front lines if you found out I was there. And the one who led the operation to success was this short girl standing before ALTeR. The Queen of the Kingdom of Japan, ALTeR's cousin, Karara Iekura. She was the one who relayed false information to ALTeR and lured her out to the front lines. Why did you go... Why did you do such a roundabout thing? If you ordered us to advance to the front lines, we would have done so. Because we're dealing with ALTeR here. I can't trust this lazy bum to fight for us if I just order her to. Well, I see what you mean. She did refuse to fight even when the battle began. That's not the only reason you did that, Karara. What? You were testing me, weren't you, Karara? I'm glad you're aware. What do you mean, testing? You went out of your way to treat this battle as if it were an exam. What are you planning for me? An exam? Confusion. She likely wanted to know whether or not I could win with a very limited number of troops. A great display of distastefulness on her part. Coming from the person who collects the steel helmets of enemy troops and displays them in her room? Don't talk that way about steel helmets. They're magnificent things. Why doesn't the Royal Army use them? Why doesn't the Royal Army use them? Let's try and speak correctly with relic time. You'd have to be insane to be obsessed with those. Oh, really now? Wow! Alright, even capturing the size difference here. Karara, you are really short. Just gotta say. Master! Stop calling me Master. Call me Captain. Can I? Well, you are a part of the team. Captain! Oh, I'm so moved! So what did you want to tell me? Oh yes, Captain! Who is this midget? Yep, that just happened. Midget? Do you mean Karara? Karara! So that's her name! Yeah, and, well, she's my cousin. ALTeR, it seems you haven't properly trained your troops. I just met her yesterday. There's nothing I could have done. Yep, but we're already inseparable. You know, other than that time that I got blown out of the sky and you didn't see me for a few minutes, but other than that, inseparable. Body Shidaki again. I never would have thought that Megaman was involved in this scheme. She sure had me fooled. I wasn't a part of it. Ignored again. Karara, if you were up to something, you could have let me know. It's your own fault. Are you still angry? Karara is angry for real. What did Megaman do? Karara. Karara, could we move on to the main topic? Right, go ahead. So what is this... That was great. So what is this operation you mentioned supposed to be about? God. Never gonna make it through this. It's just not happening. ALTeR, did you notice anything strange during today's battle? No. Strange. Flashback! Is that a kingdom tank? It's not wearing a steel helmet, but a hat. Could it be reinforcements? Nope. I'm evil. What? We were attacked by a Royal Army tank now that you mention it. Yes, exactly. For some reason, there are kingdom tanks on the Empire's side. It's kind of BS. How could that be? That's impossible, isn't it? Yes, under normal circumstances. However, a traitor has sold information about our technology to the Empire. You know, because it's really hard to just take a bunch of scraps off the battlefield afterwards and copy the design. You know, Chiyoko Daihone wouldn't have been able to do that in the many years she was with the Empire. That's crazy talk. So we had a traitor do it. It can't be. Because people would never betray anyone. Not at all. You know, Shitaro didn't do it or anything. ALTeR, this might be your first time seeing them, but sights of Royal Army tanks within enemy ranks have been reported before. Since they've advanced towards Mina Yahata, the number of Kingdom tanks has been increasing and causing confusion within our ranks. A traitor. I want you and your troops to search for this traitor and eliminate him. Or her. I'm not going to be sexist about this. This sounds like trouble. I think I'll pass. I figured you'd say that, which is why I went out of my way to order a special tank for you. Special? Do you mean this? I would really appreciate it if you took these blocks of stone off of me before the pain becomes pleasure. If anything, this freak of a tank drains my motivation. What a cruel thing to say! She's related, but mainly the one beside her. Beside her? Yes. The silent one. Yes? What? She was a human tank? I thought she was human. Humans don't jump in front of bullets to protect others, you know. In most cases. Half right, half wrong. Huh? What do you mean? That tank's official name is E00S. Tank Manufacturing Tank. She was specifically developed for this operation. Her name is Ellie. Ellie? So it was you after all. A human tank that makes human tanks? However, I was informed that half of her is comprised of human cells, so she'll be treated as a human in our army. What? What do you mean? Then is she human, or... Don't ask me, that's just what I heard from Daihone's troops. I don't know the details behind it. Hey, no need to get worked up. Jeez, and I went out of my way to beg them for this? Well, are you going to accept or not? Sure. What? ALTeR reminisces. The tank before her eyes was the same tank she named Ellie and was separated from 10 years ago. She has the same name, but something is amiss. Where did her smile go? War of the Human Tanks ALTeR. The quest for a smile begins now. Her frozen... Cool. Good job there. Her frozen expression made it difficult for ALTeR to believe that she was the same tank. ALTeR did not feel as if she had reunited with Ellie at all. ... Kurara, if I don't accept, what will happen to this tank? She'll return to Daihone's army. Ellie was reading a technical manual, and did not seem to be paying attention at all. But clearly she was. Clearly that even means that she was. Kurara, tell me more about the operation. Kurara took a moment to ponder, and eventually decided to entrust ALTeR with the operation, despite already previously having assigned her to said operation without her look, this is redundancy right here. Kurara, you're being redundant. You already decided that she was gonna do it. We currently have intelligence investigating the traitor's location. Once you find him, infiltrate enemy lines, fight your way through, and eliminate the targets. What's the time limit? We can't afford to drag out the situation for too long. Complete the operation by the end of February. That should be enough. February. Just 1 month. And a month with only 28 days, too. Well then, now that that's settled, this will be called Operation Kisaragi. Your forces will be called the Matsuyuki Shiro Company. Yep. Couldn't have named her anything easier. Like, I have nothing that sounds Japanese in my head right now. ALTeR's war begins in the middle of these turbulent times. So there you have it. As of now, I am your superior, Ellie. Your superior, Ellie. Should I refer to you as Captain? ALTeR is fine. Just like you did before. She swallowed those final words. The tank before her did not smile like the tank in her memories. Perhaps ALTeR was the one who caused her to lose her expressions. ALTeR? She brought up her right hand as she called out to ALTeR. What? Handshake. Yes! Good news! ALTeR and Ellie's war begins in the middle of these turbulent times. Captain! Can I shake your hand too? No. Right off the bat. That's worse than what I said. Shut up, freak. So mean. She is a weird one. Let's be honest. That thing's freaky. Cardboard warrior Ruru. If you say so. We're gonna let this run for the first time, and then we're never gonna see it again. Pretty much. That's how it goes.
Me siento mejor. Nunca te vayas de aquí, mi amor.
That was a nice touch throwing in that in the background. Okay. Develop new tanks. Developing lets you produce new tank models. Assemble stronger tanks to get a decisive edge. Yes. I'm not even gonna read this. Let's go on. Last time I played, I think I developed Barrage first for the most part, and then I changed it like partway through to get Scout. I know Scout was my first research line that was completely done. So, what will it be this time? That's the real question. I'm gonna be right back. After this commercial break, no, there's no such thing as commercial breaks here.